Hi guys, my name is Oluwatosin Sanusi and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So I think I missed like 2 days, so I'm sorry. We're back. I really couldn't shoot the video in those moments, but I'm back. Yes. So today we're going to be talking about something a bit interesting. We're going to be delving right into it. So I'll more or less be answering a question, in this video, and it's the question of, is attraction really important in a relationship? So I'll say that again. Is attraction really important in a relationship? And my answer is going to be absolutely. Attraction is very important in a relationship, marriage, right? A dating relationship or marriage. Courting, you guys want to get married, you want to get to know each other. I think no, I know that attraction is actually important, but what I want to talk about is what is more important than attraction, which is compatibility. Compatibility is so important. And what is compatibility? Compatibility is just when you know that I click with this person, that I get along with this person. But when you meet somebody and you're like, we gel, like we just click, like we've been friends since forever. And I just want to just a side note that compatibility is not only in romantic relationships or in a relationship with the opposite sex. Even in really a friendship, compatibility is actually important also. So you just meet someone for the first time and you just realize that, man, I really gel with this person, like we just clicked, we talked for hours, we clicked. You realize that maybe you had similar childhood experiences, or your goals for the future are somewhat similar, or what you feel God is calling you into is somewhat similar. You just have some similar things, and you can be like, oh, that happened to me too. Are you serious? You guys just keep going back and forth, and it seems like the conversation is never going to end. Now, that is compatibility rather, but it's not just limited to that. So first of all, I want to enlighten us on the 4 types of compatibility that we have, right? So the very first one that we have is physical compatibility, and that is where attraction actually falls under. Physical compatibility is when you both are attracted to each other. Like, I'm attracted to the guy is attracted to me, right? I find him attractive, he finds me attractive, right? That's physical compatibility. Like, when I see him, I'm like, this is the handiwork of God and he's marvelous in my eyes. Right? And it feels the same way about you, right? That's physical compatibility. But this is really fickle and can easily change, because the older we get, sometimes our tastes, our needs, our wants do change with us. Age, maturity changes some things. I can boldly tell you that when I was like 15, 16, 14, 17, 18, the things that I wanted, or the things that I wanted physically in a man are not like what I wanted, as I grew older, right? It's not like I'm old like that. But they changed. Then it was more about I think then I even liked when I saw guys in eye tops. You guys know eye tops now, those eye top shoes, nice, really nice sneakers, and wearing all these nice fancy shirts, nice jeans trousers, then. But now when I see a guy in like really skinny jeans, I'm like, what is going on? Give your body room to breathe. It has changed, right? Age, maturity, so many things have changed. So those things are fickle, right? As we grow older, things like that change, right? But it's important also, because you don't want to end up with somebody that you're not attracted to. It's you get, but it's not like the most important, right? So it's really not like the most important thing, but it's actually really important, right? Because you want to be able to you just want to be happy with your spouse. You want to be happy seeing them, like you're not angry at the sight of them, right? Okay, so I'll move to the next one, which is emotional compatibility. This is when, you know, you guys click, you gel, like, you know, you hear people use words like that, like, I met this guy and we just clicked, or we just gelled, you know. You like genuinely enjoy each other's company, you know. You can talk about so many things, you can talk about, you know, so many things, you know. You're happy, yes, you're happy, you know, talking to them. You don't have some sort of reserved feeling, or how to explain, like, you feel good, yes, that's the word, you feel good, you know, talking with them, having a conversation with them. You don't feel bad, they don't make you feel bad about yourself, they don't make you feel like you've done nothing with your life. You know, these people actually make you feel, you know, good about yourself, even when they are telling you that you're not doing something right. But even the way that they say it, you know, it just somehow appeals to you, right? So that's emotional compatibility. They appeal to your emotions, you know. Spending time with them, talking with them, talking about them appeals to your emotions. You have that happy emotion, you know. You're happy talking about them, talking with them, talking, you know, to them, right? Now the third one is intellectual compatibility. Yes, this is when you respect each other's opinions, you respect each other's ideas, right? There's room for you to bring what you think to the table. You know, it's not like all those people that they just care about what they think and not what you think. And, you know, when they genuinely want your opinion and respect it, because there's a difference between wanting to hear your opinion. Some people just, you know, want to hear your opinion just for the sake of hearing your opinion. It's not like they're going to take it, it's not like they're going to even wait. They just want you to talk so that you'll be like, oh, but ask for your opinion now. But they never use your opinion, they never respect your opinion. You know, for some, you would even get talking and they'll be like, I don't think that would work, I think that's wrong. And you're like, oh, why did you ask me in the first place when you knew that you were not going to even do what I was going to advise, or you were not even going to wait at all, right? Intellectual compatibility, you actually do enjoy you love hearing each other's opinions. You take them to, you know, to action when they really align with what you're going through rather. And, you know, you're free to actually share your opinions even on delicate matters, right? You guys can actually have intellectual conversations, you know, over and over and over again. You're not just, your conversation is not just limited to, hey, how are you, what did you eat, what are you wearing, let's go to the cinema, tell me about you. You know, you guys can talk about really intellectual things. Now it's not necessarily talking about so I saw one picture that Wala for who is even dating all these extra intellectual guys, and, you know, your conversations, the next thing they'll ask you is, so what do you think about the GDP and the GNP of Nigeria? And you're like, uncle. Okay, but really, you know, you guys can talk about what's actually happening, right? You can talk about what is happening, you know, in the world at large, in your own, you know, country, your own state. You can talk about these things, and you can actually give, you know, amazing opinions, amazing ideas, even ideas that can actually solve those issues, you know. And you can actually talk to each other and you're like, that's true. And I actually think that, you know, it's so sweet when somebody is giving some an idea or some sort of solution to a problem, and you can instantly, you know, get it, you can instantly grab it, you know, and you are flowing with it. So when the person says, okay, so I think that if we fix this road, you know, maybe we get all these big cars to stop driving on this road, maybe we do another route for them. And like, yeah, we can do another route on so and so path, we can do another route, I think that is pronounced route, yes, route, we can do another route, you know, on this road, on this path, and then have these cars pass through this place, you know. And, you know, you guys are just going back and forth, throwing the ideas at each other, and you're like, did we plan this? No, we did not. You guys are just intellectually compatible, right? And the last but the most important that holds the other three together is spiritual compatibility. Like, this is the Oga Master, right? Because this is much deeper than the looks, what you say, what you think. This is deeper to your vision and your mission, your core values. This is where your core values are compatible. And I always say this, like, as much as yes, we want to end up, I did a video, I think the last video I did, told I can answer, but does it love the Lord? Like, there's so many other things to consider than the looks. Yes, these things are also important, don't get me wrong, but they're in the order of preference, or how do I say, like a scale of preference rather, right? So first is spiritual compatibility. How do you gel when it comes to your mission, what is the mission statement for your life? What do you want to be remembered for, when we grow old and we're gone? What are the things that you want people to say you do, or what do you want to do to give back to the society? What do you want your family to be known for? What do you as a person want to be known for? So I remember going for a program. I went for a conference with table talk with Pastor Missy Olabi, I think 2018, and she told us when we were having the session and everything, she was like, we should actually write our own like what we want people to remember us for when we are gone. Say for example, what you want people to say, when you're gone, and we have to write it in like a third party. So we had to talk about ourselves in the third party, like what we want people to remember us for, and it was a little bit weird then, but it was some sort of reawakening, right? Because if you want people to remember you for something, it means that you need to start doing those things already. So if we were not at that then, we had to start, right? So because it's not magic, people will remember you for what you did not do, people remember you for what you did, so yes. So do your vision, does it tally? Is there some sort of connection between your visions, your missions, what you want to be remembered for? So I remember for me, I was so keen about this because I learned something quite early, that all of us are not going on the same path, right? You're going your way, and it's just life becomes easier for you when you have someone that is going through a path similar to yours, or even something similar to yours, right? You guys can easily navigate you guys can easily navigate life together, right? So but if you're going through different paths, it's just it's a little I don't know, it's just much easier when you guys are going through a similar path, right? You can easily help each other, you can easily understand each other, right? I mean, that's why we all look for mentors, in it. UK accent, in it. Okay, so yeah, back to what I was saying. So yes, it's important, right? So for me, I remember I asked my husband these questions a lot, because I just wanted to know where we're going. And then God has spoken to me about what I was meant to do, things like you wanted me to express the gifts he had given me, and lots of those things. Even some had not started, but some I had already, and I needed to know that those things, his own part, to know if if there's a similarity in purpose, in our vision, and all of those things. And one of the shocking things I discovered was God does have us in mind, really, from the very beginning. And I remember that I wanted to be able to do videos like this, because I had not started then. I wanted to be able to do videos like this, to talk to teenagers, youth, stuff like that. I wanted to be able to help girls, ladies, and all of that. And when I spoke with him, when we started talking, I realized that he actually just started an NGO, like a registered NGO. So the whole stress of me having to start an NGO, register an NGO, all of that, he had gone through all of that for me, and not even knowing that he was doing that for us, right? And then so it was so easy for me to just easily step into, you know, the active part, you know, of that role, because it's just when they say God prepares the table for you. Oh, the table was prepared for already. All I had to do was sit and start eating, right? So, you know, so many other things. That's just an example. So many other things, you know. And even there was a conference we did even after we met, and it was so instrumental. He's more of a behind the scene person, but you know, he's so instrumental to almost everything that I do. And you know, likewise, I for him too. You know, most of these videos is usually behind the scenes, like, is the lighting okay, is the lighting okay, I don't like how your face is, don't use this lipstick, use the purple one. You know, it's always behind the scenes and all of these things, and then we just, you know, can gel. So it's so important that, you know, they understand you know, your vision, they understand, you know, your mission, and you know, there's a way that they can just fit into, you know, helping you, you know, and you can also fit into helping them. So don't pull that. So spiritual compatibility it's not easy shooting a video with a baby. So, you know, spiritual compatibility is so important. All the others can change, you know, like I said earlier, age, maturity, all of those things can change the other ones. As you grow, you become wiser, you understand that some things are not priority, or you understand that some things are priority, so you tend to drop some things, pick up some things, unlearn, you know, learn, you know, and all of those things as we get older. So physical compatibility, emotional compatibility, intellectual compatibility are important, but not as important as spiritual compatibility. That's what holds the core. That's the core. That's what holds, you know, when you can find somebody that you guys gel and click on this level, then your relationship, you know, you can say that yes, our relationship can, of course, with the grace of God, but you know, even based on these things, our relationship should be able to stand the test of time, right? You know, because we change, but most of the time our visions and missions do not change. Now, in the way that we express them might change. So before, I used to write blogs, you know, I used to write on blogs and all of that, you know, but I haven't written there in a very long while. Now I'm doing more vlogs, videos, you know, and all of those things, books and all of that. Next tomorrow it might be webinars, it might be, do you get, like, the way that we express those things can change over time, but the essence, the personality of, you know, your calling, that thing, maybe, I don't know how to say it. Do you guys get, I feel like I'm just mumbling, but you know, the core, the major thing, you know, most likely doesn't change. The way you express it might change, but it most likely doesn't change. So maybe you just have this passion to help people. At the very beginning, you might decide, okay, let's supply motherless babies for foodstuffs and all of those things. Tomorrow you might decide, how about to just sponsor some children to school. Some years later you might decide, you know what, why can't we give free homes to people? See, everything you're doing is still wrapped around helping people, but the way that you're expressing that help to people is in different dimensions. That will change over time. God will tell you, okay, do this time around, but you realize that you're still fulfilling one major assignment, which is to help people, you know. But the way that you might do that over time might change, but the most important thing is that you're helping people. So yes, this is just what I want to talk about today, and I hope that you're able to weigh your relationships through these things and you realize what is really, really important and begin to act on them and ask questions, so that you know if you're for the long term, or if you want to be for the long term, then you need to start asking the important questions and not just, you know, be majorly concerned about how they look, right? I hope this video helps you and you learn one or two things. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much. My son is saying hi, saying bye bye everybody.